What is going on, guys? This is Johnny of Coming to YouTube, and welcome back to another video in the Android Studio app development tutorials, guys. Oh yeah, guys, I reached 4,000 subscribers. Yes, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for your continued support. It really means a lot to me, guys. So thank you very much for that. Actually, I have to say that when I uploaded the video, I think it was 2 weeks ago, I was very close to reaching 4,000 subscribers, but now I'm actually almost at 4,400 subscribers, and it just shows me that you guys really support me, and that means so much to me. And I'm really sorry for not actually producing videos as frequently as I would like to, but again, I've talked about this previously, but it's just because of this project, because of my work, because it really consumes so much time. I can't really squeeze another video in there. It's just almost impossible. So I'm most likely gonna get a video done every Sunday, but then again, this is a weekly schedule which I actually cannot guarantee for. So that really is another problem. But okay, here I am with a video. So let's get this done, okay, without any further ado. Let's try to finish our CRUD operations. I'm not really sure if this is gonna work out. I'm probably not gonna be able to make it. But yeah, create, read, update, and delete operations. Let's actually continue, finally, after a little bit of time. Alright, so, previously we've done this get contact thing, this get contact method operation, and now what we want to do, of course, is we want to be able to delete contacts in that database as well. So we don't want to keep one contact all the time and forever. We just want to be able to add it, of course, that's another thing, and delete contacts. But right now we're just going to focus on one thing, that's of course deleting a contact. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to do public void delete contact. And I haven't typed with this keyboard for quite a while. Okay, this is weird. I'm sorry. Alright. And then we want the user, or we want us to specify a contact. So right now we're just gonna do contact, just to have, yeah, just to get the user which we want to actually delete. Alright, then we actually have to do the same thing as above right here. So we have to actually assign this SQLite database again, and of course, since we want to delete this contact, we're gonna need a writable database, since we actually want to write to the database. So SQLite database, and we're gonna call it db again, equals to get writable database, as usual. That's alright. Okay, so then this simple method right here, you can see that actually we should have something like, okay, yeah, it's database.insert, which is going to create a contact. And now, you might have guessed it already, it's actually database.delete. Yes, I know, it's not really challenging, it's a really quick function, or really quick method. We're just going to need to code right quick. So, then we're going to need the table name, so that would be table contacts. And then we need the key ID. And then again, we have to do what we've done above here, and that would be like this equals question mark. So this is actually like the same thing, where we're gonna specify the where statement, I think it's called. So we're gonna basically just gonna say, okay, delete the contact from that table where the ID equals to, and then we have to specify the ID. So that would be new string array, because this is actually the selection arguments, I guess. New string array, and this is just going to be string dot value of, because we have to convert the integer of the the integer, which is of course representing the ID of the contact, and we have to convert that to a string, because of course this takes a string array and not an integer array. So just contact dot get ID, like that. And I think we have, oh, we haven't even coded that. Oh, we have, okay. I'm sorry, I just mistyped that. Alright, good. So, yeah, that's not really challenging, is it? Now, the last thing we have to do, we have to close the database. And that's it. This is just ridiculous. This is super simple. This is nothing, nothing challenging at all. So, that's it. Okay. And now we're going to do another thing, which is, of course, we need to kind of get a kind of the number of all the contacts we have in the database. So that's going to be quite interesting as well. So that's, of course, going to return an integer since we just have integers. We don't have half a contact or something. So public integer, get contacts, get contact count, or contacts count, I guess. That would be good. Alright. Now, we are actually going to work with queries now. That basically means just a war SQL command, basically. So something like, as an example, select all from contacts or something like that. This is just a regular SQL command. And again, if you don't have an idea of what I'm doing right here, then you should learn about SQL first. This is really important. Alright, so we're gonna just create a no, actually, this isn't necessary. If you know me, then you don't know that I don't really like to create objects all that much because it's kind of consuming some resources, and I'd rather not do that. So we're gonna do the same thing again. Oh, this is so boring, isn't it? It's really easy. So get readable database since we just want to read all the contacts. And now we're gonna need the cursor again because we actually have to like kind of do the same thing we did up here, I guess. So we have this query right here, and then we just gotta do and go through all the queries and then read everything from that. So cursor equals database dot, and now it's not just a query, it's war query. And then we need this SQL command, and then we're just gonna do select, and that's actually what I've done. And then plus table contacts, like that. Okay, that's actually about it. Oh no, of course we have to specify null right here. You can look at the parameters if you want, but this actually takes another parameter, and I've forgotten what it was. I don't really want to check that again, I'm sorry, but it's nothing too important. Now cursor dot close again. Alright. And now we have to, of course, get the count, because the cursor actually has a get count method, which is really, really quite handy. Yeah, that's it. Get contacts count. That's actually the method. Alright, so then we're going to do another thing, which is a little more challenging. That would be the updating a contact. So right now, let's just get this method done, and this is actually going to return an integer, by the way, because we are going to use the database.update operation or function method, whatever, and that's actually going to return an integer. So yes, that's also what we're going to return then. Alright, so it's just going to be update contact, then we have read, update, and delete, which is good, or create, read, update, and delete. We have almost all of them, which is good. And then we need a contact again, because we want to know which contact we actually want to update. That's kind of obvious. And yes, you might have guessed it already. We're gonna need the SQLite database again, and we're gonna call it db equals to, yes, get writable database. Since we actually want to write some new information to this contact right here. Alright, one thing I forgot up here, and that's actually that we want to close that database as well, so db.close. It's basically just, yeah, it's just resource consuming again. Not really that much, but I don't really want it there, so yes, you should do that as well. Okay, so then we're going to work with content values again. That's something we've worked with previously, and I think you should remember that, because that's up there. So new contact, no, contact. Why contact? Of course we need content values, I'm sorry. Alright. And so we're just creating an instance of this. And we've done the same thing up here. Up here. Up here. Ah, okay, I have no idea. Do you even do that? This is a little odd. Yes, it's here, isn't it? Yes, it's up here. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so now we're gonna do the exact same thing, like basically this values.put, and then we're just gonna do what we've done up here, right here. So we're basically, technically recreating the contact, but not really like that. But right now I'm just gonna copy this up here from this create contact method and paste it. Really, that's just it. Okay, so now once we've done that, we are actually going to return the update method, so the result of the update method, which actually is an integer. That's why you have this integer. So, of course, this update contact is then going to return the ID of that contact we've updated. That's pretty cool, I know. So now database.update, and now we're going to do table contacts like that, and then you have to specify the values. And I think this is actually almost the same thing. I think it's the same thing here, actually. No, it's not. It's not really, but it's pretty close. So key ID, and then we have to do the statement again, where we're going to do equals question mark, just like that. And now we have to specify a string array. That's actually the same thing we've done up here. Up here, yeah. No. Yeah, up here. I'm sorry. It's just difficult to find. So this is the same thing we've done up here. Alright, then the new string array. Then we need some curly brackets. And that's actually going to be the string.value of method again, because you're going to need the integer. So contact.getID. Like that. Okay, and now finally, and this was a semicolon. Alright, so now we've updated the contact, and I think that's pretty cool. So right now we have actually all the very vital operations we need, but there's of course another operation we should really implement. That's of course getting all the contacts, and since this is a little bit more challenging, I would like to actually do it right now. Let's just do it, okay? Who cares? I think I'm going to explain you a little bit more about this in the next video then, but right now we're just going to get the method done because you're going to kill me if we don't. So get all contacts, that's what it's going to be called. Like that, and we of course have to actually import this. Alright. Okay, so right now we're going to create a list, and we're just going to call this, well, this is going to be contact list, or list of the type contact, and we're just going to call this contact, and this equals to a new array list, by the way. That's also pretty important. And what you can put in here is just this little, and we have to import this again. Let's do it. Okay, I think this should work, and now we need two brackets. Again, the keyboard. Alright, I think this okay, this is just kind of a shortcut. I thought you could actually use that. Alright, then we have to specify the type again. I'm sorry. Alright. So now, or it's just because, okay, equals. Sorry, forgot that. Why? Okay, this is a little weird. I'm sorry. Okay. Now we are going to need the database. So escalate database db equals to get. Nah, what is it? Did you know it? Yeah, writable database. Correct. I don't know if you if you're correct, but whatever. Cursor. We need another cursor, and then we're gonna need another raw query again. Raw query, and that's actually gonna be select star. So it selects all. Select all from, and then plus table contacts. All right. And yeah, I think that's correct. Alright, schedule cursor v.query. Yeah, of course, I forgot to. Do we actually get? Come on, tell me. What are the parameters? Okay, it doesn't tell me. I'm sorry. I'm going to talk about that next video then. Alright. So now we gotta need to basically loop through all of the rows which are in that database to find every single contact and add that to the list. So we're gonna do if cursor.move to first, and that's gonna return true if what we specified up here is actually true. So if we can do that as an example, that wouldn't happen if there's no table contacts or something like that. So that's actually the condition we have. Alright, so if table move to first, and that's now gonna be yeah. I think we could use a do while statement here. I know this isn't really Well, I don't like do while statements, but let's use one. It's okay. So do contact. We're gonna need to create a new contact, and this equals to a new contact. All right. And now we have to specify the integer, so that's gonna be integer dot parse integer, and then that's gonna be cursor dot get string of the first column. So it's gonna be the column index is gonna be 0 then. Alright. Okay. So actually we've done that up here, I guess. Yes, that's what we've done up here. That's pretty cool. So let's just copy that. That's quite handy. And let's put that in here. Yes, so that's yeah, that should work. That's pretty good. Alright, and then we're gonna need to add this to the contact list, that contact. So contact list dot add, or it's we call this contacts right here. Contacts dot add, and we're gonna need to add this contact. Okay. And yes, we're good. And we're gonna need to do all of this. What? What? This is so stupid. Okay, I'm sorry. I was using a Mac for quite some time, so I don't really know this really weird. Do we have a position 1 or something? I can't remember that stuff. Huh. Well, okay. That's horrible. I'm sorry. Okay, let's just get rid of this. Okay, and we have to do all of this while cursor.move to next. Move to the next occurrence of that. So the next row, basically. Okay, and then because we are actually we want to return a list of all the contacts, we have to return a list of all the contacts. Okay, whatever. So return contacts up here. That's it. Beautiful, isn't it? So we are done with our create, read, update, and delete operations. Hopefully this video hasn't gotten too long, but guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for supporting me, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.